Hey guys, welcome back. So today I thought I'd talk about a little problem that we just discovered. Michelle was doing some cleaning, and when she went to grab some things from underneath the kitchen sink, she noticed a little bit of pool of water. So we pulled everything out. We noticed that everything is starting to sink a little bit. The bottom shelf is bowing, and we had a pool. So she pulled everything out. We started problem solving. We called Bill, who's a plumber, and started talking to him about everything we need to do to problem solve this. So the first thing we did was put this towel underneath the pipe that we thought might be leaking. And then we also put a vent tube. We wanted to make sure it wasn't leaking water through there, so we put a paper towel on that. So we were problem solving this to make sure we can try to find where this water potentially is coming from. So after looking into it, we let it sit for about an hour. The towel underneath the copper piping is wet. So we looked into it, and as Michelle's looking at it, she sees a drip. So we examined it a little bit further, and we discovered that the drip is coming from here. And this is leaking and dripping from the back, as you can see. So Bill's on his way over, and we're going to take a look at it and see what we can do to fix it. I'll be the first to admit, when it comes to plumbing, this is where I feel the most uncomfortable, and I much prefer to have a professional do it. Alright guys, so it turns out the leak was right at the back of one of the nuts. So the way that Bill explained it to me is there are two tapered ends that come together, and that's where you're going to create your seal with a washer. But you're going to be placing a ferrule over the top of the actual copper pipe that goes into the wall. And as you tighten this nut over it, it creates a compression seal and creates a tapered edge, which should match that of the other tapered edge with the thread on it. So the bolt's going to go across that, creating a seal, and that's where your water supply is going to come in. Now, one of the things that happens is once you start to over tighten that, that is where you're going to get a break in that ferrule, and your twist, your compression is going to create a leak, and the tighter you get, the more of a leak you're going to get. So what he ended up doing is using this Teflon plumber's tape over the top of everything, and then recreated that seal. And so it's locked up tight. It's not leaking anymore. Thanks, Bill, for your help. And now we're going to move on to a new project, which is going to be replacing a dimmer switch. We have a three-way switch for a fan on there currently, because originally the kitchen above the table we had a fan in there. We replaced it with this light. We reuse those blades of that fan to create the Dragonfly for Griffin. I'll leave a link for the video above and below. And now all we have to do to finish this little project that's been about a year in the making is switch out this switch. Because it has the fan three-way switch on it, it goes from off to medium brightness to fully bright, and it doesn't allow for the dimming. So we bought a Lutron LED dimmer. Diva is the model. So with the current system we have off, on, and bright, and that is it. Now I'm removing the faceplate first just to show you something. Even the light switch reminds you of the importance of shutting off the power before doing any electrical work. Now in this situation, we're lucky that the new switch that we're putting in is actually going to be a mirror image, at least with the wires. So all we're going to be doing is one at a time, removing the wires and replacing it with the identical wire on the new switch. And if you're not in this situation, please follow all the directions that come with the switch itself. Companies have made this and finally answered my prayers and given me a Phillips head screw for this. Alright guys, so there's a few small things checked off our to-do list. I hope this serves as inspiration for you all to get the things that are on your list done. Thanks guys for watching, and we'll see you soon.